Welcome to the World Cup Live. Tonight we have two thrilling matches. England versus Croatia promises to be a battle, but don't count out Portugal against...
Two stadiums, two storms waiting to break. And by tonight, one giant could fall. Is an upset coming today? Portugal walks into Houston as favorites. England walks into Arlington as favorites. But football doesn't care about reputations. Football cares about moments. And today, we've got two matches that could break hearts or write legends. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what I think happens in both games. But not yet. First, you need to understand what's really at stake. Let's start in Houston, Portugal, Group K, World Cup opener. This is a golden generation. Look at this midfield. João Neves, Vitinha, two Champions League winners sitting in the heart of the park, controlling tempo like puppet masters. Behind them, Ruben Dias and Nuno Mendes, two of the best defenders walking the planet right now. And up front, Bruno Fernandes, Bernardo Silva, Pedro Neto, players who can turn nothing into everything in a single second. And then, there's him, Cristiano Ronaldo, 41 years old, still here, still chasing the one trophy that has never touched his hands. This is his 6th World Cup. Most people thought his story ended years ago. He's still writing it. Portugal have lost only once in their last 13 matches. 10 wins. This is not a team that stumbles. This is a team that arrives at tournaments and expects to win. On paper, this should be simple. But football doesn't read paper. Because DR Congo are not just here to make up the numbers. Think about this for a second. DR Congo have not played at a World Cup in over 50 years. 50 years of waiting. 50 years of hunger. And now they're standing across from Cristiano Ronaldo's Portugal with absolutely nothing to lose. That's a dangerous opponent. A team with no fear plays differently than a team with something to protect. Look at their squad. Physical, direct. Players like Chancel Mbemba and Axel Tuanzebe know the Premier League. They know physical battles. They know how to make a game ugly, scrappy, uncomfortable. Exactly the kind of game that frustrates technical sides like Portugal. And up top, Yoane Wissa, a striker with real pace, real instinct. The kind of player who only needs one half chance on the come to make an entire nation believe in miracles. DR Congo will sit deep. They will frustrate. They will wait. And then they will explode forward. 5 players flying into space, daring Portugal's back line to make one mistake. One mistake. That's all a counter-attacking underdog needs. And here's the thing nobody wants to say out loud. Big teams have fallen before. Germany lost to South Korea. Argentina lost to Saudi Arabia. France lost to Senegal. Spain were stunned by Cape Verde's goalkeeper just this week. The World Cup eats favorites alive. Every single tournament, without exception. So tell me, is Portugal really as safe as everyone thinks? Now let's cross over to Arlington, Texas. England versus Croatia. And oh, this one has history. Real history. 2018, Russia. World Cup semi-final. England led. England believed. And then Croatia tore their hearts out in extra time and walked to the final instead. Some England fans still wince when they hear that scoreline. 8 years later, it's a different England. Younger, faster, more dangerous. Thomas Tuchel has built a team full of pace and aggression. Players who can hurt you in transition, who press like a pack of wolves, who don't know what it feels like to fear a name on a shirt. This English squad has serious depth. Premier League regulars, Champions League winners, attacking talent that can come from anywhere on the pitch, speed in behind, power in the middle, and Harry Kane leading the line, hungry for the trophy that's eluded England since 1966. England should dominate the ball tonight. England should control the tempo. But should is a dangerous word in football, because Croatia don't care about your reputation. Croatia have been breaking hearts at major tournaments for almost a decade. Semi-finals in 2018. Semi-finals again in 2022. This is not a team that panics under pressure. This is a team that thrives in it. Their midfield is built different. Battle-tested. Tournament-hardened. They slow games down. They suffocate young, energetic teams by taking away their rhythm, forcing them to think instead of just run. Croatia have done this to bigger nations than England before. And here's the part that should worry every England fan. Croatia have eliminated England from a World Cup before. They know exactly how it feels to do it. They know England can be rattled. They know patience beats panic. So is this England's redemption story? or is history about to repeat itself? Let's pause and look at both games side by side. In Houston, a wounded giant, Portugal, face a fearless underdog with nothing to lose. In Arlington, a young lion, England, face an old, battle-scarred wolf that has hunted them before. Football history tells us upsets don't ask for permission. They just happen. Think about every World Cup you've ever watched. There's always one moment, one shock, one name nobody saw coming. Senegal beating France, Cameroon stunning Argentina, Saudi Arabia toppling Messi's Argentina just 4 years ago, South Korea ending Germany's tournament in the group stage. Every single time, fans said it's impossible, and every single time, it happened anyway. So what if today is that day? What if DR Congo scores first, and Houston goes silent? What if Croatia controls the midfield, and England starts to panic, just like they did in 2018? Right now, somewhere in Houston, and somewhere in Arlington, players are pulling on their boots, completely unaware that they're about to become part of football history, for better, or for absolutely heartbreaking worse. You feel that tension? That's exactly why we watch this sport. Okay, you've waited long enough. Let's talk predictions. Portugal versus DR Congo. Despite every warning sign, despite the underdog energy, despite the history of shocks, I'm calling it Portugal wins this one. Their quality is simply too deep, their midfield too sharp, and Ronaldo will be desperate to start his final World Cup with a statement. My score prediction, Portugal 3, DR Congo 1. DR Congo will score. They're too dangerous not to, but it won't be enough. England versus Croatia. This one is closer than people think. Croatia will make it uncomfortable. Croatia will slow it down. But England's pace and power should eventually break through, especially in the second half when legs get tired. My score prediction, England 2, Croatia 1. A nervy, tense scoreline. Not the dominant performance some are expecting, but a winning one. 2 favorites, 2 narrow paths, 2 chances for history to repeat itself or finally change. So that's it. Portugal to win, England to win. Tight scorelines, dramatic nights, and 2 giants surviving their toughest tests. But here's my real question for you. Do you agree? Or do you think today is the day an upset shakes the World Cup? Drop your score predictions in the comments right now. Let's see who calls it right. And if you want more predictions before every single match of this tournament, make sure you're subscribed, because trust me, this World Cup is just getting started.